What is up, everybody? Jay here with VapeDealShop.com. Today we are looking at the Carbon RDA by White Rhino. Let's take a look. Alright guys, so this is what the Carbon RDA box looks like. Nothing very exciting, just kind of the same thing over and over again. On the bottom, let me get this in focus for you guys here. On the bottom they do have their website. Looks like they do have some social media, has their website, has their phone number, and then it is the black version. So anyway, let's take it open, or take it open. Let's open the box. Again, nothing too exciting. It does have a registration number here where you can go to their website and actually input this to make sure it is an official product. And there it is. So I was able to check this out a little bit, and I'll kind of tell you why it was just a little bit, but we'll set that to the side. Underneath you do have this little box. This did have a couple pre-built coils in here. There's actually two of them. They're 0.5 ohm coils. I was going to use them in this, but they actually broke when I was trying to tighten the post. So that's definitely not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not that hard to make some coils to try it out. Now onto the actual RDA itself. So one big thing that I encountered is you see this gap right here. This is actually the barrel sticking and not being able to actually go over that O-ring. So when I say I was only able to try it out a little bit, this is why. Because this is not, no matter how hard I tried, it would not go over. I mean, the barrel goes over without an O-ring in it, no problem. But, I mean, what would be the point of that? I couldn't take it anywhere or anything like that, simply because, obviously, the top cap would fall off. So I did end up putting my own coils in this just to try it out. The posts themselves are very, very small. So here, let me get in focus again for you guys. So you can kind of see how small those post holes are. And I honestly went through a lot of, I made a few coils for this because every time I tightened down any of the post screws, it broke. I mean, a really nice thing is they are Phillips, so I mean it's kind of a little bit easier to easier and ready to have a lot of the correct tools for this to be able to use it. But again, with this O-ring being kind of terrible, it kind of hindered my I guess my ambition to actually try this out a little bit more. When I did have it on, it is not adjustable airflow, so it's just kind of the way it is. It actually vaped all right. It wasn't too bad at all. But I mean, man, the big thing is the whole O-ring thing. This also does come off. And believe me, I tried my hardest to get this on there, but it just wasn't happening. And then also the drip tip does, I thought it did come out. It must not. Oh, it does. So it's not a threaded, it's just a O-ring on this one. This O-ring works really well. I don't know if I got a bad one or what, but yeah, that was kind of a disappointment that the other O-ring is just not allowing me to actually use this device the way it should be used. On the bottom here, I don't believe this 510 is adjustable, but oh well. But like I said, when I actually was able to vape on it, actually vaped pretty good. But just the fact that I couldn't really use it kind of deterred me away from actually trying to use it. So if I take that O-ring off, boom, barrel's perfect. I mean, a nice thing with this is it is a 22 millimeter. I mean, so it's kind of similar to the support that I have. It definitely has some room to build. So I mean, I've 12 wrapped on each side, and so there's definitely room in there to be able to make kind of build what you want. But anything as far as like wide coils or anything like that, it's just not going to happen because the post holes are so tiny on this thing that you would not be able to get anything else in there. This is 22 gauge wire as well, so I mean it'll hold up to, you know, your thicker wires as well. But anything wider, so any like Claptons or anything like that, is just simply not going to fit in this at all. But yeah, let's take it up to back to FaceTime here. I'll kind of go over my pros and my cons again with this, go over some pricing with it, and then we'll wrap it up. So I'll see you guys in just a second. So the Carbon RDA pros, airflow is pretty nice. I mean, it's not the worst. Definitely a lot of room to build. Those are really the only two pros that I have on that thing. I mean, it looks kind of cool, I guess, too. I mean, the carbon fiber is kind of cool looking. Cons, definitely. The post holes are very, very tiny, so you're kind of limited on what builds you can put on it. The airflow, non-adjustable. You know, some people like to have it wide open like that one is set at, which, including myself, I do. That's what I run pretty much on this RDA all the time, is just wide open. But there's people out there that would, you know, like to be able to tweak it to their liking a little bit more. The big thing is that O-ring. I can't stress that enough. I mean, when you sell a product, and like I said, I don't know if I got a bad one or not, but when you sell a product, you got to make sure it works. And it's something as simple as an O-ring not allowing the barrel to be able to completely close, so you can actually use the RDA for what it's made for. It's kind of unacceptable in my book, especially for the price that these guys are charging for it. So I'm on their website, whiterhinoproducts.com. It looks like a lot of their stuff is like ego batteries and stuff like that. They do some other like dry herb stuff like that, which is cool. But yeah, they're charging $54.99 for that RDA. If you're gonna charge me $54.99, I want that thing to work perfectly. I want it the O-rings. I mean, it's not that I'm not asking for much. You know, make the O-rings the correct size so everything fits. That's the big thing. I mean, that kind of goes without saying in my book. I mean, I could go over to my vape shop, spend $60, get a recoil, and that thing, from what I hear, is an awesome RDA. Thanks to Grim Green over there with, I believe it's homeboy Josh that put that together. But anyway, yeah, I can't support that product whatsoever unless they make something completely different. I'll try it out and see if I like it. But for that one, I've never heard of the company before, so I was a little skeptical. I'm like, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. It's kind of like the Support. I didn't hear them before, never heard of them. Tried it and it was awesome. So I was kind of hoping that was going to be the same thing with the White Rhino, which it is not. I'm not going to say it's garbage, but it's pretty close because, like I said, White Rhino, you guys are going to make it work. Make everything fit together. It's not that difficult, I mean, to be honest with you. But anyway, I digress. So that's it for today, actually, for the Carbon RDA by White Rhino review. Make sure you guys check out vapedealshop.com. Hopefully we'll have another giveaway here set up coming pretty soon. The two winners of that the previous giveaway are announced. So congratulations to whoever won the 500 milliliters of juice. And you guys have a good night. Talk to you later.